Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of the SharkNet show. Today, Andrea is here with me.
Hi Marco, good morning everyone.
I'm very happy because together with Andrea, we're presenting to you the new addition to the catalog. Actually, one of the new additions, since there are several, one of the new products in the 2026 SharkNet catalog, solutions suitable for balconies, railings and gazebos. Today, in fact, we're tackling a very trendy topic, outdoor spaces, external protections. We're increasingly drawn to spending time outside, enjoying balconies or porches. So since we're very attentive to these needs, we've developed products specifically for this purpose. Andrea, shall we talk about it?
Yes, let's talk about it because the need to enjoy outdoor spaces, outdoor living, bioclimatic pergolas, terraces, balconies is increasingly felt in Italy, especially after COVID. So it has become absolutely essential to offer much greater comfort to people who have spent substantial sums of their hard-earned money to invest in and purchase these structures. But these people then unfortunately face the constant problem of persistent and annoying insects during the peak season. So together with our technicians, we have developed particularly high-performing products that offer significant wind resistance, which has been further improved recently thanks to systems specifically designed for parapet balconies. These systems feature a high guide both at the bottom and at the top, about 4 centimeters, and wind-breaking slats, which ensure that the wind resistance is substantial and certified. As a result, the product is highly efficient and practical to use without the risk of being damaged by bad weather.
A fantastic combination. Let's remember that the Shark Mesh from SharkNet company is also certified as rainproof and windproof, as already mentioned by Andrea, and it repels dirt. So this new solution, combined with the features and qualities we already had, offers a fantastic solution for all your clients.
Of course.
Now let's take a closer look at what we're talking about. Go, Thomas.
Here we are. Thanks, Andrea. Well, here I am to introduce you to the double high rail for parapets, so the SharkNet for parapets. As you can see, it has a guide, upper guide of 40 millimeters, as well as the lower guide. This innovative SharkNet system was specifically designed to cover those exceptionally large spans and expansive dimensions, such as wide terraces, open balconies, and even outdoor pergolas, which, however, are unique because they do not require any frequent crossing over the threshold area. That's exactly why it's called the SharkNet for parapets. It can also be installed on windows, on large windows that are also found on balconies, where perhaps there is a threshold below and above there is the entire window opening. This SharkNet is ideal exactly for those spaces. It was designed exclusively for those spaces where it does not require a person to cross over. In this case, we see it in all its size because the central opening, a central opening that allows us to cover up to 6 meters in width, thanks to the 3 meters for each individual opening. In addition, it should also be noted that to provide greater strength, so when an area is particularly windy, already the SharkNet with the double high guide, therefore designed for parapets, this system offers a very significant level of wind resistance for your home. But if you need to install it in a particularly exposed and windy area, you should know that specialized windbreaks will come to your aid. These are the durable aluminum slats that can be easily applied during the initial installation, or even added later on as a retrofit after the installation is complete. Well, now let's look at the installation, which, as you're already used to, is extremely easy with SharkNet, even for this SharkNet for railings. So, as most of you are likely already quite familiar with, or as many of you may already know, you always start with the guides. So you begin by carefully installing the upper guide rail, then the bottom guide rail, and then you proceed with the step-by-step installation of the starting upright, which goes on both the right-hand side and the left-hand side of the frame. After you have successfully completed the installation of the vertical uprights, you then carefully begin to insert the individual mesh panels into their designated tracks. Specifically, focus on the mesh panel equipped with the handlebar where, as you are likely already aware from the previous steps regarding the central opening, the cords coming from the left mesh panel reach the end of their designated path and conclude their run just past the center point At this location, there are specialized sliders that are used precisely to adjust the overall movement of the SharkNet system and also to ensure its proper and secure closure. So you will find a slider here where you will insert the cords coming from that mesh kit, while the cords coming from this mesh kit, after passing the center, will end their run here. So you will insert them into the sliders, which will also be used for making adjustments. This specific adjustment process, which in this particular case will only really need to be performed on the upper track. Because as for the lower track, there are specialized comb-shaped cord tensioners integrated. So the cords on the lower part will end their run at this precise location right here. So the profiles coming from the right just after passing the center end their run, and likewise the profiles coming from the left just after passing the center end their run here. Therefore, while down at the bottom of the structure we will just insert them into place, we can certainly make some adjustments at the top.